Need a push getting your spirits, wine, or beverage brand into the hands of consumers? Interested in winning medals like a double gold award? Proof Awards, the ultimate beverage competition, can help jumpstart your brand into the hands of beverage buyers. Enter the Proof Awards. Be a part of the Proof Awards marketing campaign with our partner, Food and Beverage Magazine. All of our judges are buyers, and that's what sets our awards program apart from the others. Our judges head the beverage programs for restaurants, bars, nightclubs, casinos, liquor stores, big box retail, and national wine and spirits distributors. Your brand will be tasted by buyers from more than 15 states across the U.S. We have hundreds of categories to choose from at www.proofawards.com. Be seen by 12 million readers with our partner, Food and Beverage Magazine. Get tasted and rated by buyers. The Proof Awards competition is open for spirits, wine, and beverage brands today. Proof Awards, moving brands into the marketplace. www.proofawards.com.
Welcome to Proof Live, where booze brands in the right hands. On a quest for the best tipple and toast with the most exciting and respected bottlings. Competing for the 100-point Perfect Score Century Award and the double gold and a spot on the top shelf to be sipped, shaken, stirred, and celebrated. Slide up to the bar with the biggest names in the spirits game as they clink glasses with your hostess, legendary connoisseur Jennifer English, for intimate conversations, live tastings, product launches, and the happiest hour there is. Now, broadcasting live from the commodious confines of the Swanky Proof Saloon, where the liquid elite meet, here is your hostess, the Madam of Manhattans, the Duchess of Daiquiris, the Queen of Conviviality, your hostess, James Beard Award winner, Jennifer English.
Well, hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm Jennifer English. I'm the editor-at-large of Proof Magazine. And can you smell it? Yes, it's the season. It's pumpkin spice season. And what is pumpkin spice? Well, it's one of the most amazing flavors in the last 10 years. It's everywhere. And once we sort of turn the corner into autumn, a couple of things happen. One, we get into the season where everybody loves everything pumpkin, and it pervades our world. But we're going to talk about flavor today and seasonality and how flavor is becoming a really important part of our industry. But can you also smell it? Yeah, it's Proof Awards time. And it's not too late to enter your brands in this year's 2022 Proof Awards. Want one of these? Want the bragging rights that go along with it? And you want to get your product into and in front of the most celebrated judges who, by the way, unlike any other competition, are also the buyers in our industry. They will find your product, taste your product, and choose your product to go into their operations, including places like the Delta Lounges all over the world. It's not too late. Just go to proofawards.com. Today, we're going to talk about flavor. And when I was a kid growing up, I grew up outside of Boston. And one of my all-time favorite sips was something called a raspberry lime Ricky at a place called Brigham's. Now, if you're from New England, you know Brigham's. It was an ice cream parlor. They made great chocolate chip ice cream. But one of the things they did brilliantly well were Rickies. And they did a raspberry lime Ricky with seltzer water, raspberry syrup, fresh squeeze of lime. It was sensational. So today, I'm going to introduce you to the modern version of that kind of flavor, that kind of quenching that takes place when you mix one of your favorite bubbly waters with one of your favorite syrups. But syrups historically have been made with lots of sugar, and they have artificial tasting flavors. And there are a lot of things about it that weren't natural enough to be wonderful and quenching. Well, there's a company I want to introduce you today called Jordan's Skinny Syrups and Skinny Mixes. And these are taking the industry by storm. They're headed to the Natural Products Show in a couple of weeks, but they're also being appreciated and discovered by the non-alcohol industry. And this year's Proof Awards actually has the Proof AF, or alcohol free. So all of these things, see how we're tying it all together. So not only are the alcohol free members of the spirits and hospitality industry rising, because literally 20% of the customers that go into any bar or restaurant are going to go alcohol free. And 80% of people who drink alcohol still will drink non-alcoholic as well. So it's not an or game anymore. It's the and game, the ampersand. And when you want to do a version of a raspberry lime Ricky, you can make with the Skinny Syrups Flavor Burst. This one happens to be cherry limeade. I've doctored it up with a few freeze-dried strawberries on the top and a fresh squeeze of lime. It's absolutely delicious. Why am I sharing this with you? Because I want you to mention quenching all of that thirst, and you can taste these flavors. So from pumpkin spice to fresh fruits to raspberry lime Rickies to cherry limeade over crushed ice, there's a lot you can do. And this is probably beyond the scope of what any one person could have dreamed, but it's pretty close to probably what our guest today dreamed up when she founded Jordan's Skinny Mixes and Skinny Syrups. Jordan Engelhart joins us now from her Willy Wonka syrup world. I imagine these beautiful colored rooms and rivers of pumpkin spice syrup flowing like they did in the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But Jordan, I'm so excited to talk to you. Thank you for making time to come and visit with us.
Likewise, I'm very excited as well. And yes, we have the pumpkin spice flowing here. You're absolutely right.
So talk to us how this got started. How did you become, we talk about flavor a lot on both Food and Beverage Magazine Live and Proof Live because flavor is kind of the fashion of the food world, and things come into and out of fashion, and we discover new things all the time, and there's a real cycle to it, and then there's a discovery to it. It's very much like the people who coordinate fashion, but particularly color. It's like you're the Pantone of flavor.
I love that. I would absolutely agree. It's a lot of fun around here to be up with the trends and really listen to our consumers and be able to launch new flavors constantly so people can make over their alcoholic drink or their seltzer or just plain old water too. So yeah, we absolutely see it that way, and we're constantly innovating and launching new flavors.
So how did you get started?
So I got started just from the sheer fact of wanting to have a healthier cocktail myself and not wanting to have so much sugar. And I was shocked that there wasn't really anything on the market that would allow to simply mix up a margarita, without squeezing a lot of limes or going to a lot of trouble. So saw a void in the market and did a lot of research and got started. Yeah, it all started with the Skinny Margarita, basically in my mom's kitchen.
And you use real lime, real agave, and all on its own, just with some seltzer water and a squeeze of fresh lime, this becomes really a sensational flavor. I want to ask you, it's a far cry from making this for yourself and your family and friends to growing it into a business. And you've done this as a business very successfully. You're enormously expansive and dynamic, and there's a lot happening in this company, in this category. Everything from cocktail mixes to flavorings like this that you can carry in your purse, so you always have some with you. How did this become a business?
Well, that's a good question. Sometimes I look around and it doesn't even feel real. It seems like yesterday when I had the idea, but I think when you find the right product and there's a void in the market and consumers love it and there's a demand, with the right ambition, it can become a business, and obviously with the right people. And we have this great team of women, and we started out with just a few of us and all women, and we worked hard and got it on some shelves, and consumers liked the product, and one thing kept leading to another. And I don't want to make it sound that easy. It certainly wasn't, but just hard work has made this become a business, and really listening to the consumers and being innovative, and it's really led to our success.
On the margarita mix, we're going to start by talking about the fact that it's 75% less sugar and calories. And that is something notable for the industry. Tell us what people have been responding with. How have they been telling you that this really fit what they need?
People have had great response to it. So the consumers love it. Our customers have been so pleasantly surprised to finally have a cocktail mix that, has real agave syrup in it and real lime juice and tastes like a margarita, fresh, authentic mix, but without all the sugar. I mean, that's really why this business was formed. Is there's really no reason why a diabetic or why somebody on a diet or why somebody just, who wants to consume less sugar. It's simply not necessary. There's innovative ways to do it, and we've made it easier for the consumer. So it's
And you do a line of syrups that can go into coffees. You have a line of syrups that can become Italian sodas. You've really done a broad line of product. They're all natural. Can you talk a little bit for people who don't understand how many natural sweeteners exist that are possible for you to have done this with? Talk about some of the more technical things about how it is you can make something that you would want to sip with the products that are the natural ingredients that are available these days. Because I don't think people, I'm old enough to remember Tab and how funny that tasted and how I've never really had developed a flavor for Diet Coke. But there's a lot for the market that is looking for this. And for people who didn't know, it got delicious. Can you talk a little bit about how it was possible to make these delicious?
Well, for our new natural sweetened line, what we did is we use stevia and you use natural flavoring and, especially with our margarita mix, the blend of agave syrup, which does have a little bit of some caloric intake in it, mixing it with stevia and getting the right flavor and, of course, other ingredients, the real lime juice can really enhance the flavor and not make it so artificial tasting, which of course we didn't want. And it's certainly possible. It just seems like the market out there, it's kind of all or nothing. So we wanted to give what the consumers wanted and do a blend of a little bit of sugar, 75% less, with real agave, but then a blend of stevia. And we did something similar like that with our line of syrups, although these are 0 calories, 0 sugar. They taste amazing. You only add a couple squirts into your coffee, or like you said, an Italian soda, or even a cocktail. I make espresso martinis with these all the time, or any sort of decadent treat you can make with our decadent flavors, or of course we have fruit flavors as well. So,
and some of them are in fact quite decadent. I like the cinnamon dolce actually, because I actually make cinnamon water, and cinnamon has that natural sweetness, and it really just pushes it over the top with the sort of infusion of those wood notes that you get from stick cinnamon. And so it's such a great marriage. Can you talk a little bit about, in our industry, the alcohol-free space is booming, which is why we are adding an entire proof AF or proof alcohol-free category to the Proof Awards this year. And we recognize that the industry is absolutely booming. How do you see the response from the alcohol-free side of the cocktail and adult beverage space?
We've seen great response of that for many, many years. It's nice to see that it's finally so prevalent on cocktail menus, on restaurant menus, everywhere you go. I mean, there's always a mocktail section. So, people are more health conscious when it comes to maybe they don't want to drink alcohol for whatever reason. There's many reasons out there to not want to indulge, but you don't necessarily have to indulge in the sugar and the calories either. So I think that we're just seeing it as a company, being able to hopefully be a part of some of those cocktail menus and be part of the mocktail, so consumers certainly can have less sugar.
And the other thing is, because people are choosing not to drink alcohol, they're doing it for a lot of health reasons. Again, reducing sugar intake is really powerful for people who are trying to enhance the health and wellness piece of their choices. And that's certainly something that we're seeing. Are you seeing that as well?
Absolutely. And I mean, all of our different flavors, especially, I love this new line, our new naturally sweetened margarita line. I mean, for example, a great mocktail would be you mix the peach margarita with the spicy margarita, a splash of club soda, and it's just a delicious, sweet, and slightly spicy mocktail. So certainly, I'm really thrilled to see the consumers out there making such a play into the mocktail world, because you don't.
So now,
when I was pregnant and I was carrying my child, I certainly wanted to indulge in a cocktail, and there was not these many options on the menus now.
Right. Can you talk a little bit about what your distribution is like and where we can find your products?
So yes, we're fortunate to have somewhat of global distribution, much more prominent, of course, in the United States. You can find our products at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods, some Ross stores. We just started a program with Meijer, which is a grocery store in the Midwest. And pretty soon, actually, I think a few weeks from now, you will be able to find our products in some Target stores. So please head to your local Target and support us.
So that's a scoop. That's hard news scoop. I love that. Thank you.
Yeah, we're so excited about Target. But we hope that you'll see our products at many more grocery stores, especially, well, not only our cocktail mix line, but our coffee syrup line. So please support the product, try it. You'll love it, and you'll have less sugar. But that's kind of, mostly where you'll find the products. We are in the UK with TJ Maxx in the UK and some other stores in Canada as well.
Fantastic. Can you order online?
Oh, absolutely. Yes. Most importantly, skinnymixes.com. Our website is phenomenal. We ship quickly and listen to our fans and customers. So please let us know what flavors you'd like. And yeah, you can certainly order there.
Do you have a house toast that you share with guests when you're sharing a Skinny Mixes cocktail with them?
I should. It varies. Do you have any ideas?
Well, honestly, your products, they make me want to say, lighten up. I mean, this is fantastic. You've made it possible for everybody to come to the table and have something in their glass that isn't just a ready to drink canned soda. This lets you do what we think is the most important aspect of the future of food, which we consider to be food 3.0 in the hospitality industry, and that is customization. We believe that the future is here, the future is now, and the future means every one of us is going to get to order exactly what we like best. With or without cheese, with or without lettuce, with or without medium rare, all the different ways you can have anything that you want in the world. And whether you're cooking it yourself, making it yourself, or having it delivered to your home, since 60% of what we eat and drink in the future by the end of the decade is going to be delivered to our homes. Well, we're going to have to know what tastes best to us and how to order things. And so this idea that customizing anything, no matter whether it's a drink or a dessert, it's going to involve you making choices. And so for that, and for that reason, you've given the world this ability to customize any beverage. Make it taste the way you want it to taste. Remember, every recipe in the world says season to taste. We've recognized that we like things the way we like things for a long time. We're going to see more and more of that. And thanks to Skinny Mixes and your bursts like this, being able to add a few drops of limeade and flavors that we love to our coffees, a little vanilla syrup, or to any of the things that we take in, like non-alcoholic cocktails. We think that this is gold medal worthy addition to the alcohol-free space, whether it's coffees and teas or cocktails and adult beverages. Standing ovation.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I really appreciate that. And that is certainly the goal, and to help people not only at home be able to customize, but certainly, start working with more of the food service industry, because our products really do allow bartenders to customize any sort of cocktail, food. I mean, the opportunities are really endless, especially not like you said with the flavor burst, but we have a line of 100 different syrups, and many of them are fruit flavored. And we have funky things like mermaid and unicorn syrup. So yeah,
I saw that and I had no idea what that was. Can you tell us?
So the mermaid is like a tropical citrus coconut flavor, kind of blue raspberry coconut. When you taste it, you get the mermaid vibe, but it's really, really delicious. a blue raspberry coconut taste, and the unicorn is somewhat like a blueberry frosting flavor.
Oh, okay. Jordan Engelhart, congratulations. I hope this is the first of many conversations. I hope we get to congratulate you when the Proof Awards come around. I hope we're going to see you there. And I can't wait to keep track of your progress. I am very excited for what you've done. And I'm excited to share this time on the show with you today. Thank you so much. And next time you're with us, you're going to share the toast with us.
That's right. I will.
Okay. Cheers.
For now. Cheers.
How did you meet these fantastic men? Ian, Paul, it's so lovely to have you here with us. Welcome. And I raise my glass to welcome you. We have the Vice President of Marketing from Zing Zang, the company who makes the best, not only mixers, but now ready-to-drink cocktails. Extraordinary friend Diane Mina joins us from her home in Las Vegas, where she has
Whether you are thinking about becoming a restaurateur or you are already in the business, Michael Politz has written a must-read, The Food and Beverage Magazine's Guide to Restaurant Success. Pick up your copy today at Barnes & Noble, Amazon, Books A Million, or wherever fine books are sold.